All right, let me get rid of this here. So we did Tico Mania live. It looks like we're doing what looks like two live streams in one night, but really it's just one continuous live stream, cut into two pieces. I hope people understand that. Okay, I'm seeing that the chat is there. It is moving. We have 4 people in the chat. That's all I need. That's all I need. The Lord said, "Where there are 2 or 3 gathered in my name, there I am also," and that is definitely true with me. Where there are 2 or 3, I am. I am there also. I'm not saying I'm Jesus. I'm not saying I'm God. That's not what I'm saying. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Solo, a Star Wars story. Verdicts are in, and they're loving Lando. This ain't no solo project. Now that is, first of all, look at this face of fucking soy again. Look at that face. How can you? That is, I can't even explain what that does to me. I can't. I can't even. I can't even tell you how angry that makes me, and I don't know why. I don't know why. Like, it's like, look at that. What are you doing? Why are you making that face? Yeah, people get triggered by it. People say it's nasty. Like, it really is just weird, and I don't even know why. Like, it bothers me so much. But when I see other men do that, like, I just go, close your mouth. Like, stop doing that. Yeah, he just met Richard Simmons, said Tope Daddy. I think that's right. People are asking if I have quit diddling Rose. That's a trick question. I'm not answering that yes or no. He's waiting for a soy loaf sausage. Very interesting. A lot of good theories here. A lot of good theories. CNET is, I've decided, one of the worst, if not the worst. It can't be the worst. I think the worst is Inverse. Inverse is the pit of comic book websites. Not even comic book, pop culture websites. Inverse is so stupid. So stupid. I mean, you just scroll through their articles and you're like, what is this? Like, a deranged toddler is running this website. CNET is just very soy. It's like SoyNet. Yeah, it's just not that good. It's not that good. All right. So anyway, Just Some Guy. If you are not subscribed to Just Some Guy, I think you should. You should subscribe to him. He's got a great, really terrific YouTube channel. People Circus, thank you for £2. Cyberfrog, 2018 Ashcan, black and white pages, cheap book for fans. Uh, 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 uh. Well, here's how I'm gonna do it. Okay, I'm gonna do it differently. Uh, King Mob says Uncle Ethan is drunk again. I'm not drunk, but don't ask me to touch a finger to my nose. Yeah. Here's how I'm gonna do it. I'm going to launch my Indiegogo, and the opportunity is going to begin this way. I'm going to say, hey, I need this much money. It's not going to be very much money. It'll be just enough money to produce a black and white comic book. And the stretch goals are going to be essentially to see if I can get enough funding to pay for the book that I actually want, which would end up looking like the soft cover version of Brian Boland's Killing Joke. I would like raised lettering on the cover, like 3-dimensional lettering if possible. And I would like a nice spine, I'd like a beautiful glossy cover, and all that. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. So from there, we'll see what happens. But I don't know. I'm not in control of this, guys. I'm not in control of it. It depends on the generosity of the people who donate to the Kickstarter, and I'm depending on you guys. Could there be? I mean, could we afford to do a black and white version of this? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Marcus Geiger, thank you for $2. Skynet plus soy. Yeah, I mean it's just creepy. Yeah, SoyNet is CNET, CNET. Ugh. Anyway, yeah, it is all about Dong Lover. Everyone loves Dong Lover. He is probably widely appreciated. I think everyone who has seen the movie is not saying much about Third Ehrenreich. They are all talking about Dong Lover. He's very popular in this movie. Bead Window, thank you for Bead Window 07. Thank you for $10. Can you do an EC Comics style Cyberfrog where a ruthless kid with zits captures him and licks it? and tries to get high, Cyberfrog deploys his neuro warts and takes over the kid's body to kill something. This is why I write my own comics. Thank you, though, Bead Window. I do appreciate the suggestion. It's good that everyone is creative. Yeah. All right, so Dong Lover here. He's sitting here at the controls of the Millennium Falcon. I think that's the Millennium Falcon. I can't be sure. Can't be sure. We used to have to wait 16 years for a new Star Wars movie. Well, that's not true. I think there were only 3 years between Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back, and then another 3 years between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. So this is a fucking lie. Now these things are landing faster than an X-wing in a Dagobah swamp. Now stop it with the references. Just stop it. These people, absolutely killer. All right, yeah, everyone likes Dong Lover. I told you that. He's very, very popular. He's funny. Foo Fighter, thank you for $1.99. Videos on the upcoming Kenobi film as info comes. Yeah, I'm gonna do one maybe tonight. I do have enough information to talk about it, so I'll probably do a video just updating everyone about the Obi-Wan Kenobi movie. Definitely, definitely. Yeah. Nerdo Polo says, so if you see Soila, you come out as a Don Glover. I don't, not necessarily. I mean, he did. He came out as a Don Lover, but you know. Riddy727, Kathleen Kennedy is Soylent Green. Thank you for $5. She's Soylent Green, huh? She's made from people. Eric Brand, thank you for $2. Unique New York, unique New York, unique New York. So that was my sobriety test, and I passed it with flying colors. Thank you, Eric. People Circus, thank you for £2. EVS Coffee Table Cyberfolk book, classy as F. Oh boy. Why not? Why couldn't it be? A Caustic Soldier, thank you for Australian $2. But Ethan Whedon taught us that reference equals what? Yeah, he did. That is why these movies, these stupid, and you know what? People like these movies. I don't want to call them stupid. But for real, these entire movies are nothing but stupid references. Spider-Man talking about, you know, what was he talking about in the Avengers movie that he wouldn't shut up about? Making all these references. It was lame. I don't like it. I don't like pop culture references. I don't like it. Yeah. The Pee-wee, thank you for $1.99. Video on the land speeder. I have to go out and buy it. I will buy it tomorrow. Okay, I'm gonna go out. I'll make a trip out to Toys R Us tomorrow. I will buy the land speeder. You know what I could do is I could wait until like June 29th and wait for it to get cut in half in price again, and then totally make a profit. But that would be dishonest. I was given $125, which is almost exactly how much it is to purchase a land speeder. By the way, June 30th is the day that Toys R Us's close their doors for good. All the Toys R Us's around the world close their doors on June the 30th. So I will be there to with my camera. I will be there to watch them. I don't know. What are they going to chain up the doors? Whatever it is, I'll film it. I'll show you guys what it looks like when Star Wars kills an American franchise like Toys R Us, a classic, you know, corporation of business, something that kids aspire to. You know, their song, "I Don't Want to Grow Up, I'm a Toys R Us Kid," is bitter now. I mean, it's really bitter. You have to grow up. There is no more Toys R Us. You can't be a Toys R Us kid. What are you, a Walmart kid? What do you want to be, an Amazon.com kid? It's not the same. It's just not the same. Epic Anime Boy 17, thank you for $2. React to Mall Apprentice fan film live, please. I haven't seen it. Where is it? Everything confuses me, and I thought I was on top of things. King Mob wants me to draw Don Glover. Don Glover is hard to draw, but I will do it if you'd like me to. A lot of people are saying that my last words had to do with not letting the Jews get Cyberfrog. That's not true. That's not true. I don't care if the Jews get them. The Jews. Yami Caleb. Oh, by the way, they will get them because my kids are Jewish, so the Jews will get Cyberfrog when I die. Yami Caleb, thank you for Australian $2. If Kenobi, maybe one drink was too many to do one of these. If Kenobi doesn't have Ewan McGregor, I won't watch. I think the entire thing hinges on Ewan McGregor wanting to do it. I think he does want to do it, and I think he will be in it. Not even an issue. Not something that you need to be concerned about. Toys were us, somebody says. That is poignant. Terrence Wolf, thank you for $2. That's very, very kind. That will go to Diapers for Ava. It will not go to more liquor for her father. A Caustic Soldier, thank you for Australian $5. Dude, Spidey referenced the Alien. Whedon wrote, "The arrogance is staggering." Spidey referenced the Alien that Whedon wrote. The arrogance is staggering. The man is a hack. The parasites are sucking the creative industry dry. That is why Uncle Ethan is here. I'm just one man. I'm just one man. And I behave like, one man on a mission. That's all I can do. All I can do is what I can do. The Vile Delinquent, thank you for $2. Lord of the Rings is better than Star Wars forever. Don't at me. Okay. All right. I do like Lord of the Rings. Yeah. A lot of people are asking, they're calling it, what am I going to call it? Is it going to be Soy B-Wan Kenobi? It might be. It might be. Angelina Bet says, let's drink and play Resident Evil 5. All right, I'll do that. Yeah. A lot of people are excited about drinking and seeing. So that might be the thing to do. I mean, I might want to. Okay, I got to watch the first Solo sober. I do have to take notes, like the weirdo with the C-3PO suit. Even though at this point, I feel like I've seen the movie. He described it so vividly. This weirdo. Do you know who he is? He's the guy who dresses like C-3PO at these appearances. When there has to be a C-3PO running around, it's him in there. So he starves himself. He's got the C-3PO costume behind him is his work uniform. That's why they let him into the movie. Never do that again. Star Wars. Never do that again. He ruined Solo for everyone. Darth Hammer asks a question that a lot of people have asked me. What if you actually enjoy Solo: A Star Wars Story? Oh, I'll shoot myself. No, I will let you know. I mean, guys, I'm not invested in anything but the truth here. I do have my feelings about Disney and the Star Wars movies that they're doing. But as I've proven to you with Rogue One, I'm only gonna be honest with you. I came back and I told you guys I really liked Rogue One, and most of you were furious with me, and made me say you said things like, "Yeah, but all of the characters were really blank and flat, weren't they? Do you remember anything about them?" And I was like, "Well, I like the Chinese blind guy. I liked him, but yeah, the rest of them, you're right. I don't really remember anything about any of them." Well, it's not a good Star Wars movie then. Okay, you're right. The problem is I'd just seen The Last Jedi, so at this point, that seemed like Citizen Kane to me. And you have to excuse me. Now, I will go see Solo, and I will come back to you, and I will be honest with you about it, because I am not here to lie to you. If it's good, I will say, guys, hate to tell you, Ron Howard. I'm gonna give all the credit to Ron Howard here. He pulled it off. Ron Howard did a great job. If it's terrible, I'll come back here and laugh. We'll make several thousand videos about it. But yeah, I have no. There's. It would be a bad idea for me to just always tell you things were terrible when things might be good. Disney Star Wars. I want it to get better. The way to get it better, I think, is to fire Kathleen Kennedy, not let Ryan Johnson near ever again. That's my opinion. But if Disney starts putting out really good Star Wars movies, guess what? I'm pro Disney. I'm going to be in their corner over it. But unfortunately, I don't think they're capable of it. Yeah. Ewan McGregor. Everyone wants Ewan McGregor in there. The King of Ruckus, he's concerned with what I had to say. He says, "What are you drinking? And did you add soy?" Hell no. I had one drink. I had a Jack and Coke, which is Sinatra's drink. Just a Jack and Coke with my hamburger. I felt like celebrating today. I very rarely drink. Very rarely drink. But I feel good today. I feel good about everything. I'm pleased with the success of Jawbreakers. I'm pleased with the lunacy of comics right now. I think it's funny. And I'm so happy with my YouTube channel. I'm so happy with the t-shirts. T-shirt sales, by the way, let me remind you about that. If you guys have not ordered a Soilo t-shirt, there is the link right there. Please do go and order one while supplies last. I do appreciate you. Let me make sure I didn't miss any super chats. Oh, a Caustic Soldier, thank you for $2 Australian. Let's watch the new Predator trailer. I hear it sucks. I hear it sucks. Yeah, I'll comment on it. I haven't watched it yet. Epic Anime Boy 17, thank you for $2. It's on Y2. Darth Maul appearance film is amazing. All right, Apprentice film, I'm sorry, is amazing. I will look it up and I will watch it. I don't know if it's interesting. I'll talk about it. I'll make a video. Ghosty Films, thank you for $10. I liked Rogue One, except for the Forrest Whitaker's mind-reading octopus. All right, now, you can't have everything. But you know what? I really like the opening. My favorite part of the movie, aside from the ending, like the last 10 minutes and the first 10 minutes. I really got into it. I said, "Oh my God, this looks like a Star Wars movie that's actually scary, doesn't insult my intelligence." I mean, the Imperials, the Imperial troops feel like Nazis, like legitimate Nazis. They seem really scary, and I dug it. I felt like it was a Star Wars movie for adults. It had problems. Matt, thank you for $2. Can't believe his parents named him Don Glover. I know. Why would they name him Don Glover? Donald Glover is such a corny name. Should have named him Dong Glover. That makes more sense. People Circus, thank you for £2. How many times has Ron Howard pulled one off? I'll bet he hasn't recently. I'll bet he hasn't recently. Eric Brand, Sinatra liked Jack and Water. Uncle, wrong. He liked Jack and Coke. Don't test me. Young Dark Vader, thank you for Canadian $2.79, whatever. Will you go back to Disney World? That stream was funny. I'll go back. Yeah, I go twice, 3 times a year, so I'll go again. If you know, we'll definitely do that. Tippy Tail McKitty, thank you for $2. I saw A Christmas Story and Jedi together back in 1983. I can't believe that you had the presence of mind to see A Christmas Story back then. It was a comedy by the director of Porky's. Like, I think most people probably stayed away from it, but yeah, that's amazing that you went to see that in the theater back then. MZ Verena, thank you for $4.99. I'm one with the Force, and the Force is one with me. Chark. Okay, that was corny. I didn't like that chanting. I really didn't like it. I love seeing him whip the ass of those stormtroopers, though, when he first showed up. I thought that was totally in line with the Force. That's exactly right. That's what a Jedi should be able to do. Not fly through space, but just even with your eyes closed, just whip ass. Dick and Comics, thank you for $2. Did you catch my Superman 2 video today? No, Cecil, but thank you for promoting your videos on my live stream. Guys, go to Cecil, go to Dick and Comics, go watch his Superman 2 video, subscribe to him, ring the bell for notifications. He's a really, really funny guy, and his videos are well worth checking out. I do think he should change his name to Cecil 3PO, as Tope Daddy, is it Top E Daddy? Might be Top E Daddy, recommends. I think that's good. Cecil says that's what he does. He does interrupt other people's live streams with self-promotion. You're lucky I love you, buddy. A Caustic Soldier, thank you for Australian $5. Wanted to see your life reaction to the Predator trailer when you realized the main character is an 8-year-old autistic kid. LOL, can't make this up. Okay, well, that's at least interesting. That's different. I am practicing piano. Thank you for $5. For me, The Last Jedi means the last dollar for me for Disney. Oh, for me, it means quite the opposite. It means it's only the beginning. By the way, I get most of my comments, okay, 90% of my comments are these. People saying, you realize you sound just like John Malkovich? And I go, what the, how does everybody know what John Malkovich sounds like? Like, I don't, I had to look him up to remember. I know who he is. I had to look him up to remember what he sounds like. Does he have such a distinctive voice that one says, hey, you sound like him? I don't know what you're talking about. I do indeed sound like John Malkovich. I never realized it before. But most people say that to me like they're the ones who first discovered it. And I say, yeah, I've heard it, or I just ignore it. The other thing that people continually say to me is, why? You know what? You're an idiot. You want this to all end, so you keep spending your money on it. That sends them the message that it's going to continue. Let me make one thing clear, and I might have to make a video about this separately. I do not support a boycott. I am here to point and laugh. My role in all this is to actually consume Disney Star Wars product, present it to you, and show you why it's failing. I have a YouTube channel with almost 37,000 subscribers now. It does me no good to just sit on my ass and not talk about Star Wars. Talk about how I don't know what Star Wars is doing. Talk about how their quality of toys is sliding, although I don't have any. That doesn't make a YouTube channel. My job is to actually purchase the things. Unfortunately, that is the cost of doing business, and show them to you, and then throw them in the garbage, which is what I do about 60% of the time. 60% of the time, stuff ends up in the garbage. I do not understand why people who want to watch my videos and many people watch my videos. I do not understand why people who watch my videos and make it a habit lecture me about spending my money on Star Wars. I'm going to spend my money on Star Wars because I kind of like it. Like I get a kick out of it. I like playing with these toys. They are fun. Makes me feel like a kid again. But also the main reason is because it's what my channel is based around. I can't do one without the other. I'm sorry. So yeah, stop saying that to me. Stop saying you're stupid for giving them your money. I don't care if they continue doing this forever. They can continue making these movies forever. I'm going to continue making videos making fun of them forever. It's a win-win. Tibby McTail Kitty, thank you for $2. It was a double feature. Oh, so they were really trying to get people to see that Christmas Story movie. And that upsets people, but I just, it's the truth. You guys have to realize that. Most of you do realize that, but a few people do not realize it. And it's like, you have to tell them. It's like, no, you guys, your job is to protest if that's what you want to do. If you want to boycott, you can do that, but at least have an informed reason why. And I'm going to give you the informed reason why. And I'll open these toys and I'll show you. I'll show you. Matt Hayes, 2000, thank you for $10. Did you see the Bruce Lee lightsaber nunchuck clip posted on May the 4th? Great for force enhancement and force fatality. Truly fun. Ooh, I need to see that. I love Bruce Lee. I got that Bruce Lee Blu-ray box set. It's more like a book. Oh my gosh. I need a day where I can just lay on my back, not make any videos, not draw, and just watch movies. I've got so many to catch up on. I'm distracted. I've got a million things going on. A Caustic Soldier, thank you for Australian $2. Cecil, change your name to Cecil 3PO. I've already told him that he hasn't listened. Instead, he put up a poll. He asked the audience what he should. That name is so genius. Yeah. Brandon Moist, thank you for $5. I appreciate you. Let's see. What are you guys saying in the chat? Ethan made more money off this movie than Toys R Us. Well, that is correct. You guys, that's the other thing. I mean, this is, I need to have videos. I need to have material for videos. I know how to market Star Wars better than Toys R Us does, better than Hasbro does. If Hasbro was smart, they would just make videos making fun of their own toys. That would pay for any of their losses. Adam A, thank you for $2. Have you ever met Kevin Sorbo? Yes, I have. Shook his hand. He is a great man. Great man. I do appreciate him. I wasn't a fan of Hercules at all, but, he is a good guy. Eric Brand, Sinatra drank Jack on the Rocks with water. Dude, all right. I'm not going to argue. I did actually talk to, what's her name? This is what happens to me whenever I talk too fast. I forget one little detail of information. I don't know. Anyway, forget it. All right, fine. He drank Jack and water. I'll just accept your incorrect information. Dick in Comics says he's drinking Jim and Beam because everything else is gone. Yeah, you drink a lot more than I do. I can't drink every day. I can't. I can only drink once in a while because I will fall asleep and my sleep gets all screwed up. Seth MacFarlane should Orvalize Star Wars. Oh, no, he shouldn't. I don't like Seth MacFarlane. I don't know. He's got another guy with this great big smile. Like, what are you smiling about? What are you smiling about? Peter Mayer says, EVS, deep breaths. Deep breaths. Peter Mayer, thank you for spelling breaths correctly, by the way. I do appreciate that. In with anger, out with love. You're right, Peter Mayer. That makes me feel better. No, Ethan, I'm not sure if you're awake, but you kind of sound like John Malkovich. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. No, nobody's ever told me that before. Cases says, Ethan, EVS hates smiling. No, I like it. I just, when you have like a big smile on your face all the time and you look like, you look like you swallowed a piano. He's a weird guy. Like, he looks like a cartoon. Thank you, Adam A. Thank you for $2. Seth MacFarlane also has a very round head. I was going to say that. As well. Yeah. What is going on here? Richard Meyer just sent me a message that's pretty alarming. Yeah, he says he's quitting comics. Zach from Diversity in Comics is quitting comics. He's asked me to let you all know. And I will, yeah, looks like I have to retweet that to people. He's quitting, he's quitting comics. The news is that Antarctic backed out of Jawbreakers. DNC just tweeted. All right, this is stunning news. Yeah, Zach lost Antarctic Press. He lost Antarctic Press. That's a hard word to say. Marines never give up. Everyone is shocked by this news. Everyone is disappointed. Those of you who don't know who this is Zach, also known as Richard C. Meyer of Diversity in Comics. Recently, he decided that he would fulfill his dream of crowdfunding his own comic book. He knew he would never be able to draw G.I. Joe or write G.I. Joe, so he created his own G.I. Joe style book. That was his dream. That was his dream. And he dared to go up against his detractors, who have doxed him, who have threatened him, who have tried to physically harm him at conventions. And he earned close to $250,000 thanks to support from you. Close to $250,000. Hold on, let me get a drink. This is a water bottle, by the way. It's not it's not alcohol. $2. I'm gonna buy these until you agree with me. Okay, I agree with you. We've got more pressing things, Eric, right now. Brandon Moist, thank you for $5. Would you rather a standalone film? Padme, Adam, I'm sorry, I'm distracted. I'm getting messages from Diversity in Comics, and they are very alarming. Would you rather a standalone Padme Amidala film or an Admiral Gender Justice? Okay, well that's easy. Padme, definitely. Holdo is the worst thing I've ever seen. She could not do her own film. Well, Padme could definitely have her own movie. Thank you, Brennan. You gave me that twice. That is wonderful of you. Thank you. You only have to super chat me once. I will read your super chat. Yeah. A lot of people tell me there's fluoride in plastic. Encore Baby says, "What does this news mean for Cyberfrog?" It means absolutely nothing to Cyberfrog. I'm not afraid of these bitches. But listen, they are, the extreme left, the SJWs in comics are bullies. What they have done to him is they have found every source, every avenue by which he may get his comic book published, and they have called people and threatened them with physical violence, perhaps. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing exactly, but they do get together in these little organized groups, and they make plans to make people uncomfortable who simply want to enjoy comic books. And it looks like Zach has decided he can't take anymore, and he's quit. Yemi Caleb, thank you for $2. Wait, is that Jawbreakers news real? What the fuck? Yeah, Yemi, I don't know if he sent it to me. He let me know. I get private messages from him 4 or 5 times a day. He lets me know what's going on, how he feels about his comic book. And he just told me, I'm going to look at his Twitter now. He said, please retweet my Twitter. He's like, I'm quitting comics. That's bad news for everyone. Okay? It's bad news for everyone. I think he created a project in a short period of time that a lot of people really cared about. A lot of people were very interested in. He has been threatened. Oh yeah, look at this. Okay, so time for a career change. Comics was just too tough of an industry for me. He's going into air conditioning repair. He said he wanted to do that. That is sad. That is sad. Here is the tweet right here. I'm looking at it. Thinking about air conditioning repair. Comics were too tough of an industry for me. Yeah. That is terrible. For people who just joined the chat, terrible news. Diversity in Comics has been threatened. His publisher has been threatened and actually brought to tears. From what I understand, from what I'm reading here, I hope he doesn't mind if I give you a little bit of information about this. Antarctic Press. They are a small press publisher. He just said to me, Antarctic just pulled out. He said the owner called me crying. He was calling himself a pussy and saying he just could not handle this level of bullying. I just said, it's okay, I wasn't mad. All right, so that is what's going on right now. That is what's going on. A bunch of people, led by God only knows, have bullied and harassed a small press comic book company who saw an opportunity to make some money by publishing a comic book that a lot of people wanted. They have quit. The owner was crying from bullying and harassment. Listen, I've been on the other end of this. I know exactly what it's like to be bullied and harassed by an army of shaved headed, purple haired, pierced weirdos. I know exactly what it's like. It's no fun. It's no fun. Um, I've never cried. That's kind of. But anyway, I'm not going to make a judgment about that. Anyway, yeah, it is a reason to maybe reconsider. This is a threat. These are threats. These are threats, and they're serious threats. And if you can't see the sky, if you can't see the rainbow for the rainy sky, you might take them seriously and make a business decision that is essentially cutting your own throat instead of actually producing the comic book. This is alarming stuff. I mean, we're going through weird stuff as a culture right now, you guys. This isn't normal. This isn't the way things should be. Um, I have said before that it just seems like the Titanic is sinking and the rats are all crawling up the side of the ship and they're biting each other. And I just wish these women and children would get in the lifeboats and shut the fuck up. Get off of the sinking ship. Marcus Geiger says, EVS, please tell me this is a joke. If this is a joke, I'm not aware that it's a joke, Marcus Geiger. I don't find it funny. So please look at Diversity in Comics and see what he's up to. Jacob Bodmer, thank you for $5. If we all know anything about Zach, it's that he's incapable of pulling out of anything. That's a great joke for a man who has several children with several different women. Yeah, that's true. Uh, I don't know, guys. I'm flummoxed. You know, you caught your Uncle Ethan unaware here. I'm literally speechless by this, and I'm somebody who talks for a living. Ethereus Fox, thank you for $5. Zach shouldn't go into refrigerator repair. The salt mining industry needs him more, and there's a crying kitty emoji. Yeah, there definitely people always need more salt. So what? I mean, you know, we've got 956 people watching the end of Diversity in Comics and his dream, his simple dream of working in comic books. This was a dream that I achieved when I was 19 years old, and it's meant a lot to me. Working in comics has been a source of great joy, a great fulfillment, great creative fulfillment. It's allowed me to meet you guys. It's allowed me to entertain hundreds of thousands of people, perhaps millions of people all over the world for 25 years. And now I can certainly understand and relate to other people wanting to get in. I can understand and relate to, well, I can't actually relate to this. I can't relate to building up a media empire such as Diversity in Comics has, doing your very best, crowdfunding a comic book that you created, trying to fulfill your dream, receiving the funds, an overwhelming affirmation to produce your comic book, only to be bullied by women who have shaved their heads, wear Coke bottle glasses, piercings, too much or too little makeup, and who color their hair. They all dress like demented baby dolls. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What do we do about that? How do we make it safe? How do we make comics safe for all of us? How do we do it? How do we make comics safe for people to go in and be able to produce their comic book? How do we make it safe for anyone to get a comic book on the shelf? Why? Why are we having this kind of difficulty now? Why? Does it make sense? Rax the Hero, thank you for $2. Get into the anime industry. It is still growing. Yeah, but I don't want to draw big-eyed weirdos. Oh, I'm sorry. I probably have anime fans in there. Yeah, I could probably do some hentai. I don't know. Um, yeah. Yami Caleb, thank you for $5 Australian. I don't understand how people that say diversity is required and then turn around and literally attack and shut down anything truly diverse. It's hard to understand, isn't it? It's hard to understand that mindset, but it's not about diversity, guys. That is the key to this. It's not about diversity. It's not about diversity. It's about a bunch of weirdos, and they are, I mean, objectively weird. If you're a normal person, if you're a normie like me, you know, like I'm a normie, like, you know, I got uh, my polo on. I shop at Brooks Brothers, you know, walk around. I have some tattoos, but that's about the weirdest thing about me. I got them after my divorce. So I was like, yeah, let's have a little midlife crisis here. Let's get some tattoos. So I've got those. That's okay. I'm glad I have them. But other than that, I'm a complete normie. And I'm just walking around doing my thing, like you, just trying to enjoy comic books. And suddenly it's like the cast of Mad Max, the new one, the new weird Mad Max. Those people, except there are no men, they're all women. They all look like, or, yeah, they're all women that look like the cast of Mad Max. They come in and they want to start creating drama. What do women do? They create drama. You know that if you're married to one. Not me, though. My woman doesn't create any drama at all. Just breakfast. Ryan Poplinsky, thank you for Canadian 6.99 EVS. Comic Pro Secrets and Cyberfrog are like the symbol of the bat to the Batman. You are the hero Gotham needs. I'll do my best, but what can I say? I've said it before. I'm definitely, I'm the John Lennon of comics, and SJWs are. What's the fat guy that shot John Lennon? Yeah, pray for your Uncle Ethan. Lotus Petal, thank you for $11.38. May the force be with you, Uncle Ethan, as you weather Soilo, a Soy Wars sorry later this month. Thank you. I will try to survive that. Joe Solo, $5. This news is very disturbing. This is essentially censorship. If these groups can stop art from being published, they have too much power. Joe, what can we do about that? Mark David Chapman, someone says. That is who the SJWs are in comics to my John Lennon. I'm just here to say give peace a chance. They make me sign my comic books and then shoot me on the way home right in front of my Japanese avant-garde artist wife. She's not Japanese or avant-garde or an artist, actually. Brandon Moyes, thank you for $2. It's all about diversity if it fits the agenda. Frowny face. Yeah. Okay, so other YouTube media sites, The Quartering, Jeremy has picked up this news. Looks like he will be running with it. Yeah, he's going to do another video. You guys got to hear first. Aren't you glad? Aren't you glad that you heard it from your Uncle Ethan first? This terrible, horrible news. I mean, this is like basically Pearl Harbor of comics. Yeah. Ken Souza, thank you for $5. How do you make it safe? Alert alternative media sources and let them know what just happened. They'll jump on it. Yeah. Rax the Hero, thank you for $2. You don't have to draw giant eyes. Look at Berserk. All right. Well, that's good to know. How about little mouths and childish faces? That's what anime is, I think. I don't know. Maybe I don't know enough about it. Handlebar Fox, thank you for $5. Time to call Vapi happy to, but you don't really need to. You can publish it yourself. This whole thing is ridiculous. I mean, I'm publishing Cyberfrog myself, probably. I mean, probably. I don't want anyone else involved. I don't want anyone taking a cut of the money. I will do it. This is a family business. I'll start my own business. All of these people. Yeah. All of these people. Fatal J, thank you for $2. Solo is the wake. Episode 9 is the funeral. That's sad but true. I think that might be true. I don't know. I haven't seen the movie yet, either of them, and I don't know what episode 9 is going to be like. A lot of people pressing F. Is my stream okay? Is it? Let me just see if I show up here. I don't know. I don't know if it's okay. I hope it is. Can you guys hear me? Oh yeah, okay. Press F to pay respects to free speech. I thought my stream had died again. I really hope not. This is crucial. The speech and the stream, I mean, this is the equivalent of, oh, the humanity, like that radio clip when the Hindenburg went down. It's very important. I have to choose my words carefully here because they are historical. They're going to be historic. Mary Harris says you should make your own business. That's what I'm doing. Jacqueline O'Geary says, tell Zach to use Kaboom Studios. It's who I'm going to be going through for my book. Well, Jacqueline, the problem is that whoever he goes through is going to be tortured by maniacs. You have to understand, it's not just, it's not any one particular company that he should go through. It's going to be better. They will find out who it is. They will torture them. That's what they do. Print anyhow. Photocopy black and white. We'll still buy. He'll print anyhow. He's got plenty of money. He can do it himself. He doesn't need any of this. The only reason why he would need Antarctic Press, essentially, is to, and I'll tell him I'll quit comics, but he, oh man, they're freaking out. I'm getting all kinds of messages now. The only reason he needs Antarctic is to save a little money on the printing. Antarctic will cover the cost of printing in exchange for soliciting, selling the books. They'll probably take half of the profits. That's in addition to and on top of the money that he's already made selling the comics to the people who pre-ordered them via their Indiegogo. So in other words, he's already sold 5,000 copies of the books. He's going to print them himself. He'll use a fulfillment service to make sure that those people get their books. All that money in profit is his. Now, the next thing to do, if you want to make even more money, is go ahead and find a publisher who will solicit the book through Diamond. It won't sell very many, not in this market, but I mean, you sell another 4,000 copies through Diamond. Antarctic would split the profits with him while covering all the printing costs. It's a good deal. It's a good deal. But he's not going to be able to do that because, they made the publisher of Antarctic cry. They're bullies. Like literally when an adult who was not involved in any of this is crying and saying he feels like he's never met this level of bullying, they are bullies. They are bullies. This guy didn't do anything. He didn't do anything. A lot of people are crying in the chat. It's true. Are we still on? Can you guys hear me? Stream dead, says someone. Ethros Fox, thank you for $2. There's a winky face in Zach's tweets. Don't panic. That's not me. He probably isn't going to go into. I don't think he's going to go into air conditioning now. That just doesn't seem like something he would be interested in doing. Yeah, a lot of people crying. Yeah, you're still on. I do. Walter Van Winkle, thank you for $5. From one combat vet to another, he needs to man up and fight this. Crowdfund legal fees and conceal carry against these bastards. You have to. They use the word punch a lot. Punch. That's what you drink at the prom. You don't punch another man. It's whatever. He's talking about punching an NRA member. He's angry at the NRA. Yeah, good idea. Let me watch when you do that too. I want you to physically assault, and I want to watch that happen. Are we still going? I don't even know if you guys heard me. Yeah. Absolutely terrible. Exclusive deal. Now, I will tell Antarctic this. I know Antarctic Press. I've known them for many years. They are not exactly setting the world on fire with their sales. They're not. I don't want to be mean. I don't want to be mean about it, but you're not selling comics. You're not. You're not even in the 300, the top 300. My advice is to become hated by half of the industry and be loved by the other half, and actually go into this with your eyes open. Realize you're going to be taking, oh my gosh, I can't show you all these chats that are coming in. Realize that you are going to be hated and despised by one end of the industry, but you are going to be overly loved by the other end. That equals profit for the first time in 20 years for a small press company. This is exactly what you need to do. Gird up your loins. These people cannot hurt you. They cannot hurt you. They can't. All you can do is believe in yourself. A lot of people crying in my chat. A Caustic Soldier, thank you for $10 Australian. Real talk, these SJW nuts have almost destroyed my writing career. I pretty much am stuck doing ghostwriting. Oh, I thought you said ghostwriter. I was like, that's not bad. So I'm not surprised about DNC. How about becoming a publishing house? How would you like that? How would you like your Uncle EVS to open up Cyberfrog Comics? Cyberfrog Comics Publishing House. Yeah, I tried out the publishing name Zero Fucks Given. My wife said no. My wife said, don't call it Zero Fucks. I said, why? She said, you can't do that. Yeah. I said, well, I could be like Archie. Like Archie had the character Archie, so they just called their comics Archie Comics. That makes sense. You call my comic book company Cyberfrog Comics, even though not every comic book will have Cyberfrog, much to everyone's chagrin. Yeah. Cyberfrog Comics. Here comes the Quartering, who is, Jeremy from the Quartering. If you have not subscribed to his channel, he is a fearless advocate of free speech, despises SJW bullies, and has made much of his channel about fighting them. The Quartering offers me $10, which he doesn't need to do. Do I need to upload a roast video? I literally just praised them, and now there's 10,000 views in 3 hours on a video praising them. Listen, Jeremy, you have to understand one thing. You missed it probably when I just read some private chats to my private messages to my chat room from Zach to me about having to deal with Antarctic. We're talking about a man, a full-grown man, a guy who's been publishing comics since the late 1980s, Antarctic Press. What was it, like Nun, Warrior Nun, something like that, whatever he was doing. And the SJW harassment campaign against this man who has no politics, who just wants to make money in a shrinking comic book business and an economy that doesn't make sense to anyone. The harassment and bullying was so bad it brought him to tears. He couldn't. He said he'd never seen or experienced bullying like this. Now, Jeremy, you and I both have. You and I both have, and it's given us thick skin. But not everyone has. Not everyone can be alpha dog monsters like you and me. Not everyone can be vicious puppies like you and me. Some people can't take it, and we have to protect these people. We do. We have to get together as a group, and we have to defend our rights. We actually have to become a community that is self-sufficient, a market that is self-sufficient. And by the way, our ideas have to be better than theirs. And by the way, Cyberfrog is better than all their comics. What are you telling me? There's a single character that looks as cool as Cyberfrog out there from the indie press? No, the answer is no. The answer is no. So I'm not worried about it. Stop stealing my name. It gives me $1.99. He says, Cyberfrog, when? That's what everybody wants to know. But you see, Cyberfrog makes you wait. Cyberfrog does make you wait a little bit. He makes his appearance when the time is right. After all, in the story, he's made Heather Swain wait for 20 years. So you guys can just, you got to settle. I'm going to put out a t-shirt. I think that's what I'll do. Let's put out the Cyberfrog t-shirt tomorrow. Let's put out the Cyberfrog t-shirt tomorrow. If you guys want to show support for Cyberfrog, you want to get things moving for Cyberfrog, what do you say we do the Cyberfrog t-shirt tomorrow? We'll put out the orders and or the link for the orders, and you guys can start wearing Cyberfrog. Okay, I think that's a good way to start this. I wasn't going to do that for a little while, but we could definitely do that if you'd like. Yeah, let's go Alpha Frogs. Let's go Alpha Froggies. Grievous Error, thank you for $1.99. Will Antarctic publish Cyberfrog? Oh, they wish. No, I'm not. They offered. No. I am not going to be published by anyone. Nobody will tell me what to do. I will do my own. You guys, I just got back from DC Comics. I don't want to go to another publisher. You know what I mean? I don't want to do that. I'm free. I'm free. Born Stellar, thank you for $5. I swear if this is BS, but if this is true, burn this MF down and throw the SJWs on the top of the funeral pyre and salt the earth with their ashes. Well, they're harassing a comic book publisher. They're lying on Twitter and social media. They are orchestrating a campaign of deceit to create animosity because they're angry that a guy raised $250,000 in spite of them, just trying to do his own comic book. So you guys draw your own conclusions from that. John Williamson, thank you for $5. SJW parasites ruin everything. Star Wars comics, Boy Scouts, etc. Keep up the good fight, EVS. P.S. Looking forward to Cyberfrog. Oh, me too. Me too. And what are they going to say? The comic book isn't professional. It doesn't look good. That guy doesn't. I'm better than all of you. All of you. I'm Ethan Van Sciver. Maybe you've heard of me. Well Hung and Bung, thank you for £2. Vicious Puppies Publishing. All right, Vicious Puppies Publishing. Great idea. Captain Valor, thank you for $5. Dude, these gatekeepers, harassers of the industry need to go, Uncle E. You should totally become a publishing house. The community would go strong for you. Of course it would. Absolutely. Here's one thing about me. How many... I'm the biggest elephant. And by that, I don't mean I'm fat. I mean, I'm fat. But no, I mean Republican. Biggest elephant in the room. How many hyenas, how many jackals would it take to bring me down? All of them. They don't have enough. Yeah. Iwazaru wants the EVS. I'm better than all of you. Sure, when? Soon. Soon. Yeah, my thumbs are fat, somebody says. Do these look like elephant toes to you? Thick. Jesse N, another $5, thank you. My hopes are on Generation Z and then possibly kicking the millennial generation in the taint. Well, here's what they're good at. I mean, what they're good at is they're good at pretending. I'm sorry, wait a second, more stuff's coming in. Yeah. Okay, Sargon of Akkad, everyone's involved now. This is officially a thing. What are you going to do? V is on the line. I don't know what we gotta talk about this. I don't know. Let me see if these guys want me on here. I don't want to talk to them. I'm talking to you guys. Being a YouTuber is hard. It's hard. A lot of responsibility. The stepfather has arrived. Yeah. V is on the line. What is going on here? Yeah. Fucking Richard, my finger's on the button, so I got on the line, V on the line. What do you want? What do you want? Is he still in my chat? To do. Live stream? I'm just saying we have your back. All right. What does that mean? What does that mean? Having their back is you've got to actually get these guys to back off of this poor publisher who has no stakes in this, and only just wants to publish this comic book and make a few dollars off of it. Yemi Caleb, thank you for Australian $2. Cyberfrog, you are the only hope. It's true. Cyberfrog is a symbol of hope. I love the idea of Cyberfrog being a symbol of hope. MZ Verena, thank you for $1.99. How will you publish? I don't know what you mean by that question. I will self-publish. I will sell the comic books. Look, here's the thing, guys. The comic book industry is collapsing. It really is. It doesn't make sense anymore. I've said this before. Sargon of Akkad, the guy from Viet Cong, that's right. What a great movie that would be. I've said this before. The only way to sell comic books in this day and age is to be, you have to remember, people do not want to go to comic book stores anymore. They don't want to go. They don't know where they are. They don't want to go out there. They don't want to talk to other comic book fans. They don't want to do it. I know some people do, but most people don't. What people want to do is they want to press a button and have the comic book delivered within 2 days to their doorstep, if not digitally. That is the way the world is turning. That is the way things are going right now. And I've said it over and over again. How will I publish? I don't know yet. I'm going to find some drop ship method of creating a comic book that is the price of a t-shirt. So it's going to be a thick book, nice quality book. So you can actually, it's worth it to drop ship these comic books direct to your door. You don't have to go anywhere. You can just hit a button and you can order a comic book. It'll be sent straight to your house. Guess what that does? That entirely makes these retailers who want to boycott, want to threaten, want to harass, makes them completely irrelevant. And by the way, send all the money to me. I like this idea. I'm no longer receiving 3% of a comic book that I produced. I'm receiving most of it. I'm receiving almost all of that cover price. Why doesn't everybody do this? Because, I don't know. Everybody's afraid. Everybody's small. Everybody thinks small. We have to change the paradigm. This is a paradigm shift, and they're making it necessary. They're absolutely making it necessary that we do this. Lots of people want to help me. Lots of people have been in communication with me. We have major corporations that we're talking to. Nobody knows this stuff yet. It's all very secret. You guys will find out. And when you find out, it will be like that. All right, so none of this bothers me. I'm not worried about it. Trevor Wedge, thank you for $5. Have you considered an ability where he can envenom a projectile and cause enemies to hallucinate like a poison dart frog? Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea, Trevor. See, that would be Cyberfrog Jr. And why isn't there a Cyberfrog Jr.? There should be. Handlebar Fox, $2. He offers Elephant Toe Publishing. Camo Black, thank you for $5. Well hung in dong, thank you for £2. Get Daddy's Belt Publishing. Go get Daddy's Belt. It's great. It's a great idea. And a good slogan. It's a good slogan for the comic book industry right now. Yeah. Wow, so we've got 1,119 people in here. This chat has become historic. It's become historic. Grizzly Adams, 82. Thank you for $2.99. Do you and Zach ever play 4D chess? We play upside down and underwater, Grizzly Adams. We know what we're doing. People Circus, thank you for £2. Stigma of self-published is industry fear of freedom. Yeah, people are all trying to find the biggest teat to suckle onto. Here's the thing. Here's the teat. here's the metaphorical teat I want to suckle onto. My fan base. Again, I don't need much. All I need is you guys. All I need is you guys, and that's it. I don't need all these extraneous people who I have to, uh, their temper tantrums need to be appeased and abated. We don't have to do that. We have a relationship. Comic Artist Pro Secrets, Diversity Comics, and the fan base. And I'm going to offer you a comic book that's exciting and worth every bit of the money that you're going to spend on it. And I'm trusting you to support it. And if you don't, if it sucks, don't support it. That's over. I'll have to go into the air conditioning business with Zach. But that's the way this has to work. All of these extra people, all of these troublesome middlemen with shaved heads. Why do they all dye their hair colorful? Why do they all want to look like Rainbow Bright villains? Ooh, that gives me an idea for a Rainbow Bright story. Brandon Moist, thank you for $2. Help us, Rainbow Cyberfrog. I said help us, Rainbow Bright. You're our only Tico. Yeah. Joyful Slave. Does Tico mean hope now? Does Tico stand for hope? I almost feel like it does. Joyful Slave, thank you for $5. The revolution will not be televised. It will be streamed. Has to be. YouTube is the mass communication device that they lack. And they don't have this. And this entire generation that's coming up is all about YouTube. These people don't watch TV. These people don't read CBR or Newsarama. That's not how they get their news. They get it from YouTube. How? How do you promote people? How do you promote a project? How do you promote a product to individuals, to people? Well, you need to tell them about it. You need to tell them about it. The radio used to do it real well. Television used to do it real well. YouTube is that tool now, and you need to earn a large base of subscribers, people who like you, who like what you have to say, and offer them entertainment and throw in a few advertisements for the work that you're producing along the way. That seems to be a pretty healthy way to sell a comic book or to sell a T-shirt. By the way, our T-shirts are selling in historic numbers. We just did one T-shirt, one. The company that's making the T-shirt is flipping out. They're like, I got a message from. I have to admit, he says, you caught us with our pants down. I was like, what? He said, no, not like that. I just mean like we weren't ready for this kind of a thing. We do T-shirts for people. They don't sell very well. Your T-shirt is the highest selling T-shirt we've ever had. That's a start, boys and girls. That is a start. Let me put the link for that T-shirt here in the chat in case you have not ordered it yet. You do want to order your Soilo T-shirt. It is important. It is a good thing to do on this historic day, where it's almost like war. They're trying to declare war. MZ Verena 1. Thank you again for another $4.99. Can't Zach do that, or is he under contract with Anarch? No, Zach can do whatever he wants. And I'm sure he's going to put his book out. He's going to put his book out, and he's going to do it sort of like what I'm describing. Okay, so they're talking now. But yeah, he's not going to be able to solicit it, comic shop, that kind of thing. It's not going to happen. Ryan Long, thank you for $2. I'm afraid to apply to art jobs now, thanks to SJWs. Well, there goes art, because SJWs are not artists. People are saying I'd suckle those teats. Thank you. Yeah. Last Jedi sucks. Right. Jay Rip, thank you for $2. Nikos R, thank you for $1.99. I attend an Ivy League school. We're not all SJWs. Hell no, of course you're not. Only a small percentage, a tiny percentage of the population is SJW. And they're immediately recognizable. They're here to cause drama, trouble. They're here to make themselves toxic, to destroy. Not everybody does that, and not liberals. Liberals don't do that. Democrats don't all do that. Zero F Comics says Matt77. Thank you for $2. Yeah, I know. I thought about it. My wife says no. I listen to my wife. She wants to be proud of me. She doesn't want me to be vulgar. I don't want to be vulgar either. I want to do something that's good, that'll last for a long time. A Caustic Soldier, thank you for Australian $2. People can smell bullshit. Uncle E is legit, so you win. It's true. And they can also smell SJWs who stink. Most of them stink. God, they live with too many animals. They all have too many animals. They smell horrible. I smell like lemon. I smell lemony fresh. Or I smell like this great Ivory Spring for Men, special edition Ivory soap. Not Ivory Spring, Irish Spring for men. It's really, really great. If you guys look it up, it's like man-sized Irish Spring. It's extra heavily kind of perfumed with the it's really wonderful soap. You don't need to wear cologne or anything with it. It's great. Yami Caleb, I know I'm getting that wrong. Thank you for Australian $2. Could you ship Jawbreakers with Cyberfrog? No, it's his own thing. He's got to work it out. He's got plenty of money. Don't worry about him. Plenty of money. Eric Brand, thank you for $2. Please keep making comics. We need you so much. I'm making my own comics, guys. Those of you who are like, don't leave DC, come back, stay with DC. No. It's like, I've never been happier in my life. Absolutely not. I'm going to do whatever I want to do now. Dickin Comics, $2. I'm not promoting anything except your heart, Cecil. Thank you. Blue Jay 1524, $2. Rainbow Bright #1 when? I pitched it. I have not heard. I didn't really pursue it, so no Rainbow Bright. Paul Bevins, $2. Ant AP announcement is on their webpage, 4/9/2016. That's right, but they have just taken it down. Rodline, $1.99. Thank you. Have you given up working on mainstream comics for the time being? Because I want to work on my own thing. My own thing is mainstream now, very mainstream. JP, Go Trick Hits, thank you for $2. Mark Wade needs to go get Daddy's belt. No, I need to go get Daddy's belt. Mark Wade needs to sit down very quietly and wait for me to come back. Brandon Smith, thank you for $1.99. JF, thank you for $4.99. I love and buy all of your work, and I'll follow you wherever you go. But do you think you'll ever work for Marvel or DC again? Maybe. It's like I don't want to think about it right now. Probably. Maybe if I'm deeply unsuccessful. I think I'm going to be successful though. So, I have confidence. I have confidence in my product. Cyberfrog is a really cool character. It's going to be a really great comic book. And I believe I can market it very well. Ryan Poplinsky, thank you for Canadian $2.79. Will Cyberfrog comics be printed on soy-free paper? That is a good question. I will make sure of that. I will look into it. Rodline at $1.99. Thank you. Awesome. Do your thing. We are behind you. All right, I got to go and check this out and make sure these guys are okay. There is a massive chat happening between the biggest YouTubers in the world right now with Zach. I am entering this chat now and saying hello. Hello to you all. Hello. Yeah. Anything I can do to help. Yeah. I mean, look, you can't watch it. It's private. Yeah, we need to fix this issue promptly. By starting our own company. Okay, very good. I'm back. Outrageous. Hey, by the way, if you're watching this and you have not yet subscribed to this channel, would you mind doing that? I mean, I have to say, we do want more of you in our community. I do appreciate all of you who participate in the live chats, who watch the videos. If you have not yet subscribed, would you mind please subscribing right now and clicking the bell for notifications? This is the time. I mean, this is the day. It's time to sign up. Things are going to get pretty interesting pretty quickly. I'm sad to say. Also, please do thumbs up the video. I don't think all of you have, by a long shot. Oh my goodness! All right, let's get a thumbs up rally. Can we get it up to 500 thumbs up real quick? Let's see you guys do that. Up to 363, 401. Make it happen. Let's get to 500. I don't beg. What do you mean don't sub? Yeah, 535. Thank you very much. See if you can get it a little bit further than that. They're trying. You guys are awesome. Yeah, I do appreciate you. All right, what's going on in the chat here? Captain Valor, thank you for $5. Here's an idea for a publisher name: DB Comics, Dropbox Comics. Slogan: Move the needle. Wigs, thank you for $10 Canadian. The large phone book size releases remind me of how comics are sold in Japan, where they have a bunch of different titles in one big volume, and they have their customers vote on their favorite stories. Oh, right. That is interesting. All right, I'll be right back, guys. Should I pause? I'll be right back. You guys chat amongst yourselves. Okay, I'm back, kids. So I had to pee so bad. And it wasn't time to quit yet. It's just not time to quit. That might be an overshare. Who knows? Who knows at a time like this? It's a big concern. Yeah. You guys, I'm reading what you were saying while I was gone. Yeah, let me catch up. Yeah, it's a good idea. I mean, phone book size books are actually pretty neat. If you could just get like, I don't know if you could make them cost effective though. I don't know if people would want to buy them or store them. Things are different in America. Took you long enough. I did the best I could. Brandon Smith, thank you for $1.99. Can you help with how you ship your book? Hit me up. Oh, can help with how you ship your book. Hit me up. Brandon, yeah, just send me a message, please. And we'll talk about it. That would be interesting to know. That'd be interesting to know. Yeah. I'm busy. I don't know. Maybe we're done. We can go. We can go. Yeah, of course I wash my hands. What am I, a savage? By the way, I'm a little bit OCD in that way. My hands are always clean because I can't stand having ink on my hands. I wash my hands like 12 times a day. 12 times a day. And it is true. Hey, Fig Jam. Scrolling down some more. When is your Salamandroid picture going for auction? I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I could, ew, you guys are gross. Go with Indiegogo like Zach. I'm going to. I think I like Indiegogo. I like what they do. I do like that. Yeah. No, I don't have OCD like Zach does. Like I like being around people. Yeah, I'm not like skeeved out by dogs peeing on the street. Like that seems really unreasonable to me. You know, I'm okay with dogs peeing on the street. Give me a break. Encore Baby says I wash more than you, Ethan. Okay. Yeah, I'm just saying I do it a lot and I get angry like when we run out of soap in the bathroom. I'm like, where's the soap? And the sink never gets hot enough for me, stuff like that. EVS, you gonna give the world back their hero, says K-Sis. Yeah, I am. At least one. Cyberfrog. Okay, Six Soldier, thank you for $5 Australian. Cyberfrog Jr. acts like Impulse and comes from the future like Impulse. And has Impulse's origin? LOL. Well, there you go. We'll steal from Mark Wade. Yeah. Did I stand on the seat? Ew. Yeah, a lot of people are telling me about their hygiene habits here. No, I don't have wet naps, packets in my pockets, Jesse, but thank you for $2. I don't do that, you know. I wash my hands a lot because I don't want like the paper. Like if I have ink like on the back of my hand, like right here, like where your hand brushes against the page, I'm always afraid that the ink is going to smear or I'll get fingerprints on the paper. I can't stand that. So I always make sure my hands are washed all the time. All the time. I did keep my soy pants. I don't care what you guys say. You can call the sweatpants soy pants. My wife hates them too. She never told me she hated them before. She saw me pack them. She was like, "Why are you packing?" I'm like, "Because they're comfy." She's like, "You're not going to wear those though." I said, "Well, I am." And she said, "What?" She said, "Those are ugly." I was like, "What?" And then I wore them and you guys made fun of me. And she said, "Burn those pants." Um, okay, so Rodline, thank you for $1.99 for those who are late. What's up with Zach? Okay, so let's go into this again. We've got enough people watching. How's the likes? Come on, get those likes up to 750, please. If you haven't clicked thumbs up, please do click thumbs up. All right, so what's up with Zach is this. Zach was planning after a very successful, hugely successful Indiegogo campaign for a book called Jawbreakers. Basically, he's a man with a dream. He's always wanted to do his own comic book. He doesn't really want to work in comics. He wants to do comics. Okay, there's a big difference. You know, you may not want to work in comics, but you might. Everybody wants to do comics, absolutely. So he, using his gigantic fan base, and he's got twice as many subscribers as me for now. I'll catch up to him. He crowdfunded an enormous sum of money, $210,000 at last count, to make one single comic book. But he was too generous, and he decided that he was going to use that money to make more than one comic book to give away to the people who donated. Okay, so there was a small press company called Antarctic Press, very interested, of course. Oh my gosh, so there's a lot of interest in this comic. We're a small press company. We would be happy to pay the publishing costs and distribution costs, and we'll split the profits on whatever we can solicit and earn from solicitation. So quite apart from the $210,000 that Zach has from crowdfunding, they would say this book shows potential. We'll solicit it to comic book stores, and we will take 50%. I don't know what their deal is, but of course, it's like, yeah, here's a chance to make a profit. It's a small press company. There's interest in a book. They wanted to publish it. Well, what happened? The SJWs in comics, and there are quite a few, and they're all ferocious, monstrous little things. They decided to go to town. First, on the retailer community, they decided to start a whisper campaign to get retailers afraid to stock the book. Secondly, they decided to directly threaten the publisher of Antarctic Press, he has no politics. He's not interested in the politics. He's interested in making profit. They decided to threaten him and scared him so badly that up until tonight, he knew what was coming. He knew they were going to do this. He finally backed out, and he backed out in tears. It's a little bit soy, but listen. I've been through this before. I know what these people are like. These people, SJWs, are animals. They're subhuman. They are not capable of being reasoned with. People try to reason with them as though they were regular people. They're not regular people. They are agenda shaped like human. They are they're far leftist politics molded to look like a person, an ugly person. And so that's what they did. They made this guy cry. Yeah. Now he said, I'm afraid. I'm afraid for my family. I'm afraid for my business. I'm not going to publish your comic book after all. So this poor guy who just, he was reaching for the stars. He thought he would pull himself up by the bootstraps. He saw this golden ring that he reached for. Hey, I'll be the publisher of Jawbreakers. I'll make some money for my family. Absolutely not. Not if the SJWs, who, by the way, create nothing, provide nothing, do nothing but poison the atmosphere and make it toxic for comics, for comic book professionals who do not agree with them, and for comic book fans, for retailers, for anyone who wants to make a decent living by producing a comic book that has a market value. They make the environment so toxic that they cannot do so. These people do need to be thrown out of comics on their ears, but that's for people like me to do. That's for people like Diversity in Comics to do. That is not for this poor publisher to do. He couldn't be expected to do this. So Zach has just announced that the pressure is great. He is going to publish Jawbreakers, but he is saying, and I'm going to try to talk him out of this, he's saying he's not going to pursue his dream in comics. They've won. The SJWs have won. And that is a shame. That's a serious problem. It's a sad thing that we're witnessing. I mean, it's not that sad. He made $250,000, but it is sad. But he did make enough money to buy a house. But it is sad. So we have to, we do have to. I don't know what we do. I mean, my plan is just to say fuck him and just do my own thing. And it's fun. I love talking. I'd be a really good radio host, I think. Let's see. I missed a super chat. Let me do this. Let me make sure that you guys are all getting your views out there. If you have something to say, even if what you want to say is fuck you, you can super chat me. I will read it out. If you wanted to say go fuck yourself, Ethan, here's $2. That's the cost of actually getting me to say go fuck myself. It's $2. All right, so JP got rockets. I finally got that right. Thank you for $5. Are you going to be headlining up the next wave of indie publishers like we had in the 90s with creator-owned titles and companies? No, nothing can be like it was in the 90s ever again. I have my own agenda. I have my own strategy. Quartering $2. EVS goes shot for shot with me in 12 minutes. It looks like Jeremy wants to drink with me. I'm done drinking for the night. I'm done. I just had one. Well, I'm at home with my family. Well hung and dung. Thank you for £2. Scrolling down some more comics. Yeah. Walter Van Winkle, thank you for $5. This is bigger than Zach. He needs to know we all backed him for a reason, and he needs to see it through. You don't quit so close to the finish line. Well, maybe he needs to be moored up by his fans. Maybe you guys need to give him a little pat in the back, a little bit of encouragement. Brandon Smith, $1.99, emailed you about how to dropship worldwide easily. Great. I'll look for that email, Brandon. Thank you for your help. Zach Funk, $2. Better dead than red. It's so true. It's so true. That's how I feel anyway. Everyone is reacting to my description of SJWs as subhuman. I don't know what else you call them. They're not. You can't reason with them. They're very silly people. And by silly, I mean vicious. I mean, don't get me wrong. They're also ugly. All of them are ugly. Why are you so ugly? I mean, I'm not saying that I'm a supermodel myself. I'll leave that for others to say. Yeah. Let's see what is in the chat. People are saying a lot of people calling SJWs ugly. It's their ugly souls, Uncle Ethan says, emotionally exhausted. No, it's also their ugly faces, though. Their souls are ugly. But you don't just get to be an SJW if you're a beautiful person. Beautiful people tend to be well-adjusted. It's like they don't have anger towards the world. It's ugly people that tend to become SJWs. Why? Why is that? Well, it's pretty self-explanatory. Peter Maher spills the beans. EVS is a supermodel. That is true. A lot of people are saying I am a supermodel. I hear how handsome I am almost every day. A lot from you guys. You guys are like, wow. That's because I'm not an SJW. And so my sex appeal is transparently obvious to everyone who meets me. It's true. It's true. Top E Daddy, thank you for $2. SJW smells like soy sauce. Coincidence? I think not. Yeah, like more like vinegar, like a vinegary smell, to be honest with you. Manuel Patino says, Uncle Ethan, will Cyberfrog's nemesis be a giant nasty fly? Manuel, if you go and read any of the old Cyberfrog comics from the 1990s, that is exactly the case. Cyberfrog's nemesis was a giant satanic fly named Deathfly. Deathfly, no plans for Deathfly to return. He's not the enemy right now. Somni points out that EVS is a hand model. Down to my thumbs. Gorgeousness down to my thumbs. I think I there. Glad that's not porn. You know, it's like you hit a link, you think it's gonna be porn, and it's unnerving. SJWs are uglier than Jabba the Hutt, and not quite as yeah, not quite as fun as Jabba the Hutt. What else goes on in here? If you are a man who has ever worn a skirt, ironically, you might be an SJW. That is true, Adam A. Nikos R says Uncle Ethan is a hand model like George Costanza. Okay. $1 million prawns. EVS hears how handsome he is from his wife. That is so true. But you know what? I trust her judgment. You know what I mean? It's like what she's talking about. Like, who cares what anyone else says? Aaron Grayson. I'll go, look at my nose. She says, I love your nose. I'm like, oh, you mean it doesn't look like a carrot sticking out of my head? No, it doesn't. It's really, I love it. Oh, okay. Aaron Grayson, thank you for $5. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will make me triggered. Yeah, I know. Why can't we all get together, be happy, try to be happy and make money? You know, they say money can't bring you happiness. It can. It really can. You should try it. Just try it. Let's do comic books aimed at, selling comic books to people. I mean, actually creating comics aimed at normal people and then selling them and receiving profits. Isn't that a one-way trip to happiness? I don't know. Maybe not. What do I know? Joe Owensby, thank you for $5. I bought 3 Rose Tico 3.3 action figures today. Local Toys R Us has 19 land speeders waiting for them to hit $50. Yeah, yeah. Getting concerned messages from people. Did what I just see actually happen? Did AP back out of publishing Jawbreakers? Yeah, that is the case. It is sad. I don't like seeing people be bullied by bullies. I don't like it. Absolutely don't like it. And yeah, I'm not quite sure what to do about it except to succeed, boys and girls, to succeed gloriously, just like Dong Lover. Now, Dong Lover here, he's a successful man. Everything he tries, he flourishes at. He was on a sitcom. He did well. He became a pop musician, as far as I know. He's done well. And he's become Lando Calrissian. Not many people are Lando Calrissian. That puts you in the 1% of the 1% of the 1%. He has succeeded from all the reviews that I have read. So let's all try to be a little bit more like him. Let's all put a little bit more Dong Lover in our souls. Okay? That is our strategy tonight. Walter Van Winkle, thank you for $2. When are you doing the big Landspeeder review? Tomorrow. Absolutely tomorrow. Fred Dirt, thank you for $5. I sent you a Schlepp Rose Tico to your Twitter. Oh, I don't know what that is, but I can't wait to look at my Twitter. I'm busy with you guys. Shinto Ketchup says, so what happened with Solo Reactions Live? We skipped that somewhere. Well, we did because a catastrophe happened. You know what I mean? It's like we have something else to talk about. We can't talk about like Solo Reactions Live when the comic industry is imploding. Can't do it. But listen, yeah, we got 1,187 people now. Let's do that. Let's see how that feels. Let's see how it feels to talk about Solo live right now, with all of this stuff happening in the world. All right, where were we? Oh, Childish Gambino, and Chewbacca being as hairy as ever. Oh, good. By the way, Chewbacca apparently gets drenched in mud, and they both shower together in this movie. From what I've understood, you guys may not be aware of that. There is a scene where Chewbacca and Han Solo roll around in the mud together, and then both shower off together. And there were some very peculiar-looking gentlemen who said that was the best part of the movie in their reviews. The first public previews for Solo are on May 24th. I will be there. That's when I'm going. But the film premiered in Hollywood on Thursday night. Unlike the night when the first Avengers Infinity War audiences started spilling out of the theaters with their hot takes, the reactions for Solo were slower to hit Twitter, and it was a mixed bag. That is right. The verdict, just like an out-of-use Millennial Falcon, things take a while to get off the ground, but there's some real gold to be found. Yeah, we've got Dong Lover and 2 dongs, and I don't know what this dude is back here. I don't know what he's doing. Jenna Bush, who is our president's daughter, said, our former president's daughter, Solo, a Star Wars story, has a bit of a rough start, but it was a blast. By the way, they do all use the same words in the media. I think there is collusion of some sort. Donald Glover steals the movie, but you're in your name, My Crying. You realize that, don't you? My Crying. The first act of Solo, a story, can be hit and miss clunky. But once Donald Glover's Lando shows up, who is legit fantastic, and the cast plot kicks in, it's a whole lot of fun. And those who always wanted a Han and Chewbacca shower scene are in luck. My Crying is the guy who said that. My Crying is the guy who enjoyed the Chewbacca and Han Solo shower scene. My Crying. Kate Herbland says it takes a bit. They all say this for it to find its feet. Blah blah blah. This is the most annoying tweet I've ever read. Let me read it. It like takes a bit for it to find its feet and for AE to turn on its enough charm to make you forget he's not HF. But once it kicks into its hey, let's make a crew and yes, also do a heist stuff, it totally flies. You can't do this. You can't let this keep happening. And you know what I mean. I'm not going to say anything sexist right now, but you know what I mean. Aggravated. Connor Schwertfeger says, after seeing Solo, Star Wars Story, I can confirm one thing. Bank on Lando. Star Wars Story getting a green light by the end of the year. Dong Lover continues to be perfect. Wow, just come out of Solo, Star Wars Story can confirm it's kind of a blast. See, everybody's going to say blast. Dong Lover was perfect as expected, but third Aaron Ratch and spare. I don't think that's true. Otherwise, you wouldn't have to say that. Boom, loved it. Stay off the internet. Avoid spoilers. Great job. We've seen the spoilers. The spoilers actually spoiled it, legit. Like, they made you go, oh, this movie's not going to be much. Yeah, it's not who we want. There's no Boba Fett, no Jabba the Hutt, really? Oh, okay. Wow. Solo, Star Wars Story was a ton of fun. Felt more like a Star Wars movie than Rogue One. Don't look up spoilers. It's full of surprises. No, it isn't. The surprise is that there is nothing good about it. That is the surprise. I really thought there was going to be good stuff in it, but there isn't. But this guy says it's really good. Fun as hell. Hell is no fun. Hell is no fun. Let me send you a couple chick tracts. Change your tune on that. It's a straight intergalactic heist movie. Straight. Okay? Those people who thought that Lando Calrissian was going to be bisexual, wrong. It's straight intergalactic heist movie, cis heist, Star Wars movie without a Death Star. Or is Disney messing with the stream? Can you guys hear me? Or the Rebellion's fate at stake. Alden Ehrenreich is super impressive as Han, but L3 might be my new favorite character. You cuck. And we're going to see why that's a cucky thing to say. It's the cuckiest thing I've ever heard. Solo, a Star Wars story, is more of what I love about Rogue One. Most real-looking film in the franchise and the best blaster action sequences and vehicle chases. For fans, the verdict seems to be that this is a worthy addition to the Star Wars canon. What the What the hell, dude? I hate current year. I hate current year. Get me out of here. I'm going to start crying now. Oh my God. Get me out of 2018. Please send me back to 1942. Please. Or 1957 would be fine. 1963, not bad. Why am I here? What? Please. Please change the world. For me. So I was really worried about Solo, a Star Wars story, but those concerns are totally laid to rest. A movie for fans and for those totally fresh to the Star Wars franchise. Heart, humor, and a Falcon full of top-notch action. From a worry to a favorite. Very, very happy. Okay, good. Good. Oh, I actually care about this. We'll have stuff to wait for full reviews, but what's your verdict? Psyched to see a Han for the new millennia. Or already placing your bets on Lando, let us know in the comments. Toys, this better not be porn. if this is porn. All right, look at this. We got the toys here. We got the toys. I don't care about these black figures, and you know what I mean by that. I just meant the black series. I don't have this. I don't have this yet. It looks good. I don't have this either. That's because they're the black series. There's Queera. I don't have that. Don't have this. Ew. What is this? 0 people. I predict 0 purchases. 0. I had this, but I threw it in the garbage. That as well. Threw it right in the trash. Almost bought this today, but I figured you guys wouldn't want to see me put that together. Not a big deal. Monopoly. I'm gonna play Monopoly. So it's the worst Star Wars movie ever with the longest, most dismal, boring game ever. Oh my God, make it stop. Waterhead Han Solo. Waterhead Queera with the shaved head. That's cute. I did see these at Walmart this morning at 3 a.m. I like his little mouth. Like, this is the character that belongs. Like, you can make a pop out of that. That makes sense to me. What the fuck? No. All right, so that's it. We went through it. Yeah, it's just it's going to be a bad movie, guys. It's going to be a terrible movie. I'm more sure of that than ever. It isn't for normal people. Let me get the super chats. Let's get these guys taken care of, and then I got to find out what's up with my friend. He seemed very upset. Yeah, okay. Infertile Irish. Irish. I don't know if you're Irish or not, Iris. I don't think the Irish are infernal. I actually like the Irish people, unlike most of the world. Thank you for $5. Congrats on your slave roast Tico. No way I could afford it, but I watched it to see how high the bids would go. Would like to commission one in the future. Well, that only makes sense. You see what they're worth now. You see that a Rose Tico in slave gear sketch by me is worth, I don't remember how high it went, like $690. A Caustic Soldier, thank you for Australian $5. Everyone send encouraging messages to the publishers. Show them our numbers. That is the only thing that you can do. Honestly, to be honest with you, if you want to fight this, the thing to do is to actually go to Antarctic and say, we will buy the comic. Ignore these people. Ignore them. We're the ones with the money. We are telling you. The persecution isn't real. You know what it is? It's like the clown from It. SJWs are like the clown from It. Just tell it isn't real. It can't hurt you. It can't hurt you because it's not real. Could the clown from It hurt you? Could it? I don't remember. Oh, yeah, could it rip your arm off? All right, I got to reevaluate the metaphor. But yeah, SJWs are. What's the thing that you tell that it's not real and it goes away? I don't know. JP Got Rockets, thank you for $2. Chris Harloff said he was disappointed with Solo. Yeah, I can understand that. Joe Owensby, thank you for $2. Disney messing with the stream again. Yeah. Jesse N, thank you for $2. The stream quality is turning to diarrhea. Oh, well. Okay, so it's probably a good time then to say goodnight to you guys. I don't want a bad stream. I really do appreciate you all. We've been doing this now a long time. I think this has probably been 2 hours total. Thank you so much. Please hit the like button on the way out. You guys must know how much I love and treasure you all. And I do. Jesse N says the stream got better. That's good. Whatever. I think there are probably going to be a lot of chats tonight. If Diversity in Comics hosts a chat, go visit his chat. Go tell him that you're in his corner. Support him. Tell him not to quit comics. I mean, the only people who change his mind are you guys. I can't change his mind. I mean, I can't. What am I going to tell him? Yeah, I know. SJWs suck. They're horrible people who threaten you, who throw bricks through pizza store windows when you visit there. They're terrible, awful people. That's all I can tell him. You guys can tell him that you're actually going to buy his comic. Thank you so much, everyone. Good night, Yami, Caleb. Thank you for $2 more Australian. Love you guys. I will see you. I'll see you tonight tomorrow morning with another video. Okay? All right. Bye-bye.